to another episode of The Launchpad. My name's Grant. Today I'm here with Aaron, better known by his DJ name of Baggins. Baggins, how you doing, man?
Doing great.
Hell yeah, dude. So we set the stage for our listeners right here. We are backstage at Walter Wherehouse at the Festival Farmers Market before the After Dark show, where you're actually about to play your first Walter Wherehouse set. Walk me through the feelings that you're feeling right now.
Pretty dang excited. I won the contest 2 weeks ago, and it's pretty much been occupying 85% of all my thoughts.
Yeah.
So I was just counting down the days. Luckily, I moved this week, so that kind of took up a lot of my time. So I didn't have to spend each day waiting. Basically. So I'm just happy it's here and ready to do it.
Hell yeah, man. Feel it. That's a good way to put it. Just feeling like happy and blessed for the opportunity. I like that. That's a good mindset to have, man. So you're telling me that we're pretty much right around the 1 year anniversary of when you played your first show. So how do you feel like you've been doing now a year into playing shows? What do you kind of see for yourself moving into the next year here?
So that's a good question. I think general first year vibe of the first year was kind of just getting my foot in the door.
Yeah.
And so by what I mean by getting my foot in the door, that's just trying to get a show once every 2 months, 3 months,
whenever it comes around.
Whenever you can get really a show.
Yeah.
And so I think the vibe of this year is still, I'd say my foot is definitely more in the door.
Yeah.
But it's still just working your way up that totem pole, doing opening gigs and whatnot. But so far this year, so I don't really count my gigs last year, but if I had to guess, I'd probably have between 10 and 15.
Okay, solid.
Total. And I think this year so far I've had 7 or 8 already.
Nice.
So definitely off to
only
a
in
good
April
start.
here,
And
yeah.
It's the steam is definitely picking up, so
nice.
I think just keep the ball rolling in that direction.
Hell yeah, man. That's exciting. What do you feel like your what's the biggest goal for you in the next year or so?
Biggest goal for me is I want to get a good foundation and starting to produce some music.
Yeah.
I've just started about a month ago, and I'm just really learning the ropes. And a little baby turtle in the ocean, so to speak, or something. And
it's a vast world out there with that stuff. There's so much to learn.
And it's a much higher difficulty learning curve than DJing.
Oh, yeah.
DJing
no, exactly.
super
yeah.
accessible.
Yeah.
And it's more fun.
Yeah.
When you're learning, it's a lot of fun, and when you're learning to produce music, it's a lot of just hitting your head against the wall.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things where DJing is easier to learn, harder to master. Producing is probably kind of the opposite of that. Harder to learn, maybe a little easier. I don't know if you can even say that. Producing is kind of difficult. But awesome, man. That's really exciting. Tell me a little bit about your story. How'd you get into DJing? You're kind of telling me the background of how you got your name and all that,
so I guess I got into DJing just from a love of house music, which really the story starts a little bit further,
take us back.
I discovered house music through Shady Park.
Okay.
And I discovered Shady Park actually because they do the Treehouse Sunday shows.
Yeah.
And so when I first started listening to EDM, I liked bass music. Zed's Dead was my favorite.
Okay.
And which I feel it's bass is pretty flashy. It gets your attention and whatnot. And so so I didn't really listen to too much house music, and then I was trying to I just started working recently, and so I was trying to combat the Sunday scaries.
Okay.
And so I was looking for something to do, and then I just looking around, and I saw a Facebook ad for, hey, there's this party in Tempe on a Sunday, and I asked one of my friends, I was like, hey, you want to go check this out? I just got to do something. Went to it, thought it was the coolest thing. Didn't immediately go back because for a while I just was still would only go if I could get somebody to go with me, But eventually started going more and more, and then through that just fell in love with house music, and it just took over my whole life basically.
That's awesome.
And then from there I was that was just the next step to enjoy it even more basically.
I love that. So you said Zed's Dead was kind of the big one early on. Do you have a couple artists that you really inspire you now?
Yeah, so I really like Chris Lake. I have a Black Book tattoo right here on my arm.
I love that.
So he was one of my earlier inspirations for house music. Really like John Summit. I've been on him since around COVID.
Okay.
Who I really liked Jamie Jones.
Yes. Okay.
Maya Jane Coles. The list could really go on and on.
Favorites right now too. I love that, man. Hell yeah, dude. One thing we're really big about at Moon Landing is preaching gratitude and just being grateful and thankful for all the little blessings we have in life all the time. So obviously we were kind of talking off camera before, like just how you're feeling like super ecstatic and happy and blessed to be able to play at somewhere like Walter Wherehouse and winning this contest and all that and all the big things that have kind of been happening for you over the last year. But what are like some other things like inside and outside of music that you're really thankful for?
I think I'm really thankful for the group of friends that I have and the support system that I have. Like, great family, people really to prop me up. Because, like, it's really hard to, like, chase something, like, quote-unquote, it sounds corny to say chase your dreams or whatever, but to really, like, chase something like that without having people that support you. Because one time I was actually talking with one of my friends, like, you know, maybe you become the next John Summit or something and you have millions and millions of fans, right? Yeah. But until you... For so long, you're basically nobody without the people who come to your shows, your friends, exactly. Who, you know,
like you people that support you.
Yeah, exactly. When there's 20 people at your show, those are. So I'm really blessed to have people like that in my corner.
Hell yeah, man. What about something like outside of music?
Outside of music, I'm blessed. I have a great job. I do like computer programming. It's pretty. Okay. It allows me to have a good flexibility in my schedule. Nice, man. So I'd say that's actually a really major blessing that most people don't necessarily have. I have a lot of flexibility in my hours and when I can like kind of come and go to the office. So I'd say that's also a pretty big blessing for me.
Hell yeah, man. Anything else you want to like shout out before we wrap things up here?
No, I'm just beyond pumped to.
I'm pumped for you, man.
Walter, like it's truly like a dream come true for me. Like
I'm pumped for your set, dude. I feel like what can we expect from the set tonight?
Ooh, that's I think I like to groove is my thing.
Okay.
So probably start with a little bit deeper vibe and build up to a more minimal tech vibe, and we'll see what comes in between. So
hell yeah, man.
I like to my little style how I like to do it as I make my playlist like 50 or 60 songs in each kind of vibe, and then so I know these are the good tracks that I want to play, but from there I like to wing it. Yeah. So
it's honestly kind of the best way to do it. Kind of feed off the crowd a little bit.
Surprise for me too.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Well, I'm excited for it. I know we're all excited to see you play your first set at Walter here. Hopefully we look back at this a couple years from now and we're noticing like major big changes or big things coming for you, man. But I'm excited we got the chance to talk with you. If y'all are still listening, thank you for joining another episode of The Launchpad. My name's Grant, and this is Baggins.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.